Hi, fellow learners. Thank you for joining in. A warm welcome to all passionate learners. As you all know, GirlScript Foundation has always been contributing to something extraordinary to help aspiring students to grow and learn in their tech career. And this year, we have also started education outreach with the same thing of breaking the barrier and making tech education available to everyone because we think that from where you have come from doesn't matter. Education is for everyone, and you can always start from anywhere. So, with the same thing, education outreach has been initiated with the vision of empowering students across the nation, and we have been inviting industry experts, professionals to come along and guide the students to shape their career in tech. And definitely, today with the same enthusiasm and positivity, we are starting this session. And today we have a very special guest from same tech sector who is also getting the along with the same dream of uplifting next generation with helping them to shape their career. So let's welcome Yeswanth Kamaraj. He's currently working as a software engineer at TCS and also ex-intern at ARENDS, and also a winner of SDEZ Hackathon 2023. So that looks like a very cool thing to achieve in your tech career, and that's a fantastic milestone. Thank you for joining in, Yashwant Kamraj. And thank you for accepting our invite and taking out time in a weekend to guide for students. So, as we know, today's session is dedicated to how to master DSA. So, without any further delay, let's start. And meanwhile, we will take along the questions as we got in the chat box. Yeah, you can start now. Over to
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Thank you, Jyoti. First of all, thank you for GSOC Foundation to invite me as a chief guest for this occasion event. Okay, let's I introduce myself. Good morning to everyone. I'm Yeswanth K. I'm thrilled to be here as a part of the GSOC today. We are diving deep into the something every tech student hears a lot about the data structures and algorithm, or as we are lovely called it as DSA. First of all, the DSA is not just about the solving problems. It's about thinking how you think logically, or building an optimized code and cracking those interviews. This is called as an DSA. Okay. First of all, I'm telling about that. How should I go through this event? First of all, we see how we need to start the DSA and all. Later, I will share my coding profiles and how I plan to crack those interviews and how I maintain my consistency and all. Okay, let's start with a basic question: why DSA? Many people think about the DSA. Why companies are asking DSA every part of an interviews in like big tech companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Adobe. Like the companies, they first filter with the candidates by DSA. Why have you think ever that why they conduct an DSA interview for everyone? Let me know in the chat. If you know answer, please share me in the chat also. I will see that and answer you later. Okay, I will tell the reason why they conduct an interview by those DSA interviews and all. First of all, they test your skill set and your thinking ability through the DSA. DSA is a key major criteria for them to filter the candidates, as well as how you thinking about that process or problem, how you solve that, and how your approach will be, how your thinking capabilities will be, like that. So they conduct an interview based on the DSA. If you are perform well in the DSA, they thinking about they are satisfied with you to move the further rounds, because if you are good in DSA, you can able to handle those software stuffs and problems when it arises in the projects or something else. So It DSA, it improves your problem solving mindset as well. So what they conduct a DSA interview in the initial days of our initial process of an interview. So what the DSA teaches you in the sense will teach us then how optimized your code and how efficiently you are coding on in the crucial or real world development. So have you ever think you can build the apps without DSA but scale, optimize and impress if you need it? Yeah, it's of course. In DSA, it's not a directly impact on your first of all, it directly not impact your apps or something web pages or like that in front end or in something else. It will be working around the back end process of your applications as well. So if DSA is very mandatory for as of now, as the software engineer or software developer, you should be good at in DSA. You can able to crack interviews at big tech companies like Google, Amazon, or Microsoft like that. Okay, let's. I am sharing my journey, how I go, how I overcome that laziness to crack on interviews like companies, and how I master the DSA and like that. Let me take you through my journey. I started like many of you, curious and confused and slight scared in the DSA during initial days. First, a few problems while I'm solving in the DSA during in the lead code at the time. It took so many few hours also in some questions. In I still remember I day one while I'm solving that two sum in that lead code problem. I'm stuck with 1.5 hours in the in those problem because at the day I didn't have that much knowledge in DSA, but I have the hope to solve the problems. So I went through that lead code and I started solving those question. During those time I was very feel stuck and demotivated during the days. After I overcome this laziness or that demotivation, and after I watching YouTube videos and tons of content I consumed in online, then after I come back again and solve the problems, and again I revisit the problems once a week later. Then how that what I started initially. I'm not an expert initially. I know I'm started with a zero knowledge of the coding in initial days. After that, while I'm practicing day by day, it got improved. I will feel that improvisation in my days those days. Because I solved the problems in initial days, I can't able to think how the problem is working, how the input output get that, and also how the problems intuition will go through in your mind also. After while I'm solving while I'm solving that 30 to 40 problems in a day, 30 to 40 problems after that a month, I can realize and I can feel that improve and I can feel that growth in that coding and all and the DSA. Consistently, I was committed to solving 1 to 2 problems a day. That was initially that was my plan in those days. After that, what the platform I used in, sometimes I used Lead Code, Geeks for Geeks, and HackerRank. These three major platforms for me to solve the DSA. So today I solved more than 600 plus problems, and I ranked globally in contest and also mentor many juniors for DSAs as well. This was my story. I am start with a zero knowledge and zero coding in initial days, and after I get to solve that 600 plus problems, I am very confident with the DSA. So don't worry guys. If initial days it will be very struggle, I know that if you have many pains go through in those days, but later once you be a consistent and you be solving more than 50 to 60 problems, you understand what that input and output works and how the algorithms is going through that platforms and all. You can able to adapt easily and you can able to solve easy problems and the day later you can able to jump easy to medium to hard. It is not a difficult task as you think. In initial days you feel that many people are quit coding due to this reason. They are thinking we solve the problem, we can't able to think about it, and we can't able to solve those things, then ran out from that platform, and they again didn't came to the platform and solve the questions. I also initially done this mistake. First, I tried to solve the problems. I went to that lead code and I solved two to three problems a day. After that I ran out from the platform because of I was demotivated. I can't able to solve the problems easily. So after that I realized, okay, that is a very common thing for everyone. Then after realized, I came back to that lead code and I will be consistent and solve, and I get that knowledge of how to solve the problems and how to crack the interviews by using DSAs or like that. Okay, these all I followed these tricks and tips. I will share that my coding profile and how I improved and how I planned also in later, in upcoming, in later the part of the video. Then what I right strategy to master DSA is, this is a major thing you need to know about this strategy. DSA is not about like your subject, because in subject in the sense it will be while you are studying and after writing the exams it will be okay with the subject. But DSA is not like that. You should be go with that perfect strategy or perfect flow. Then only you can understand each and every concept, because DSA is interlinked with each and every concept in before topics as well as after topics. If you are not going with that flow, if you will face difficulty, or you will face the very struggle in during those coding times. So first of all, you should be start with your basics. You should be you should be strong in basics, then only you should move to that advanced concepts, or else hard easy medium to hard level topics. First you should be basics. The basics in the sense arrays, strings and recursions. These are the very basic things you should know before starting into that or entering into the problem solving session. This is first is start basics. Then don't first of all I need to tell one thing: don't just read a syntax. When and why should I use that structure and all? First you should learn the syntax. Syntax is just about what the structure, how it will be form the problems or something else. Then after you should come to the problem and read the question carefully, how you should implement the syntax in that problem. That was the main thing. People are nowadays learning coding like this. Many juniors or many youngsters are done this wrong thing in the coding. They just go to the platform, something YouTube videos or something else. They gone through that entire structure or entire video or entire concepts, that they think they finish that particular language, Java or Python, something else. But it's not that real coding. Real coding in the sense, you should be once you learn the syntax, you should be implemented in the problem. Then only you can able to understand what the syntax, how it will be impacted in coding or problems or something else. So I literally advise you guys to start with basics. First you strong in basics, then after you should move to that advanced concepts and all. If you not strong at basics, if you move to advanced topic, you will face many difficulties for sure. After that, once you build with strong with arrays and strings and like that, after you should move with stacks, queues, linked list, trees, hashing, greedy, and DP. These are the topics you should be make built out of this DSA. These are the major topics. They ask many interviews in that during coding rounds as well as technical rounds. They will asking questions from these topics. So you should make sure to learn these topics first. Then after you should move that. First you learn concept, then you move to solve the problem. This was the major strategy should follow. You can able to master the DSA. In initial days, in while solving problems, you will face many struggles or many doubts in that. So if you have any doubts in that particular problem or particular concepts, first go through with YouTube's. In nowadays YouTube have a lot of resources they shared. Amazing resources will be they provided for a DSA. You've gone through that video, then again come back to the problem and solve it. Once you solve it, don't leave it alone. Once in a week or once in a month, you revisited the problem and recall that every time. Then only you can able to know what are the concepts we use, that you can able to use the concept for in future purpose as well. Okay, these was my strategy. First, basic, start with basic and advanced. Then after you should have use that. First of all, that platforms I will tell that it is very useful for DSA to master. First, Geeks for Geeks. They have many separate tags for beginner level, intermediate, and advanced. There will be several tags in that platform. I will show later. In that platform, if you are a beginner, if you are right now only start the coding or something else, first you tag with school level or easy level problem. First, once you solve comfortable with those problems, then after you should move with the medium or hard level problems. Okay, that was a good strategy. Right now, people have done that wrong thing. They directly move in with the hard or medium level problem to solve that. So they after that they feel very demotivated out of that, because they think that we are not capable to do these problems and all, like that. They after they run away from the platform. That was a major thing they I saw many people's. So you don't do that. First you should strong with that school or easy level problems. You should comfortable with those things. After you should move with that advanced or hard level problems or like that. First, I use the free resources like Lead Code, Geeks for Geeks. For the resources, I used one coding sheet that is called the famous sheet called Strivers SDE sheet. In the sheet, they have 191 questions in that. You should follow. They will structurally arrange in that each and every question or every pattern in that program. I will tell that pattern how to analyze those things, and in later part of this video. First, I use that these things and all I used Strivers SDE sheet, Lead Code, HackerRank, and Geeks for Geeks. These platforms are very amazing. If you are using these platform, you can able to master DSA and you can able to crack any interviews. This was my personal resources. I used that, and several YouTube resources as well. If you are following with Java plus DSA, you can able to go through with that Kunal Kushwaha. That amazing YouTube playlist will be there. Java plus DSA and Strivers. Yes, Strivers also they provide take you forward on YouTube channel will be there. It is also amazing resources they provide for that for mastering DSA and playlist for DP graph and every playlist they provided, and they explain each and every concept in very clear manner. Okay, then practice make a perfect. This was the I feel that those days before I didn't feel that practice is make. I am also thinking like you how the practice will make an impact like that. After that, I realized only practice is the key to success. You don't go with you don't go with random problems or random things out of that. You should have keep the plan how you should solve the problems per day. How should the how, you can segregate your time for a problem and read the question properly, like that you should think accordingly, plan accordingly, then only you can able to make it consistent and do the problems. First what I'm follow the strategy. First I pick with that hacker rank. This that platform is very beginner friendly. If you go with that hacker rank, that was very easy for beginners, those who are start entering into the coding field or like that, something who want to become a data science data structures expert or like that. You should go through with the hacker rank. There is several problems. It will be very easy or easy to medium level of difficulty. Once you solve comfortable with those problems, then after you should move with that lead code. Lead code easy level problem is compared to medium level problems in hacker rank. So once you're comfortable with hacker rank, then you move to that lead code. Then after you tag that lead code has several tags for that easy, medium, and hard level approaches will be there. First you go through with easy level problems. Don't go blindly with medium or hard level problem. It will make you diverted or make you demotivated for those times, because you are a beginner, right? So you should start with easy level questions. Once you comfortable with easy level question in a particular topic, then after you should move with the medium level question. Once you comfortable with medium level problems, you can able to think alone. You can able to solve the problem within 40 to 50 minutes in a medium level problem. Then after you should move with the hard level problem. This was that main strategy. Don't go blindly with medium or hard level problem without knowing easy level problem or without comfortable with easy level problem. This was my advice to follow who is a beginner to become a DSA expert. You should follow this strategy to get into that. You can able to crack our interview or you can able to be expert in DSA like that. Use daily challenges and all. The lead code or something Geeks for Geeks, they provide that daily questions for that beginners. They daily posted one single question. If you solve those questions, you will follow the streaks and all. It will motivate it day by day. It will push you the next day to solve the problems. So try to be use the daily challenges. And you can, what is a good thing in the sense, you can able to see your progress in that platforms like Geeks for Geeks and Lead Code. That was a major thing, a major advantage for you. You can able to see how many problems you solved a day before yesterday, how many problems you should be need to be a target, like that you can able to set that. Once you are comfortable with Lead Code, Geeks for Geeks, easy level, medium level questions, you can able to participate in contests that will build your confidence to crack an interview. Because interview is a time framing structure. It will be around, if you the interviewer they provide a medium to hard level question, they provide 50 to 60 minutes per question. So you need to bound with the timings and all. So you should be practice with the timings also. So what I am suggest for these thing, you should go through with the contest they provided in Lead Code, Geeks for Geeks. They provide every weekend contest will be there. Weekends mostly they will conduct around 2.5 hours to 3 hours. If you are okay with that timings and all, you participate with this contest. If you are participating and solving the problems in contest, you can able to crack any interview, that for sure. In initial days for me, while I'm starting those contests, I can't able to solve even a single problem. That was while those days I feel very demotivated. I thought I don't go with the hereafter I don't go with contest and all. So don't do this. I'm done this mistake. If you are in this stage, you don't go with like this. In initial days there will be chance that every question will be a difficult. Once you comfortable with solving problems or upsolving is a major thing. Once that contest finished, they provided a solution for that. You go through the solution and again come back to solve those problems. This is a major thing. Many students are in top IITs or NITs, they are doing this thing. They are solving the questions, they get to know how that problems or how that it is working on. So if you are a beginner, if you are in contest or like that, you can't able, you are feeling lost in that contest, don't bother about it. First of all, initial times it will be like that. Once you get comfortable, you can able to solve the contest questions also. I will show my profile how I will grow in that contest and all. Lead Code weekly contest will be there. It is very helpful for that people who preparing for interviews or like that in big tech companies. Then what helped me to stay consistent in the DSA? In DSA is the thing, you need to be consistent. That what your improvement you can able to realize. In those, I track my progress through GitHub streak or Lead Code profile. In those, in Lead Code profile, they will be showing like a green mark while you solving the problem in a day. It shows it shows green mark in that profile. So it push you day while preparing those times. You pushing next day to solve the problems in that platform. So you can able to track the progress. It will be make you consistent. Time management is a very major thing, because in college nowadays people are focusing on learning development and semesters internals, everything will be there. I know, I also facing those hurdle situations in that my times. So you don't bother with that. You have time, you should manage the time. That will be a major thing. You don't blindly go with the flow. You should manage, or you should be segregate the time for particular thing to do that in particular time. So if you do this time bounding strategy, you can able to manage everything easily. That what my that works for me as well. After that, you should join any group or any club in your colleges or something else in within yourselves also. You should follow, or you should make a group for that for DSA. Because while you sharing the problems or strategies with your peers or friends, you can able to understand their logic also. Yeah, because everyone individuals are thinking different way. DSA is not a single way to solve a problem. In a problem, have a multiple way of solutions. That's what I get to know that in my college they have provided a clubs will be there, many clubs. In that I joined with one coding club. In that club, they every day evening they discuss about that coding they solved in that contest, which was solved that last week. They discuss about that solutions, each and every person how they solve the solution, they discuss with them, and time complexity, space complexity with that, and everything we discuss in that club. That was major thing that impacted me to master the DSA. because while you are discussing with your friends in with the DSA or something that problems related questions, you will get more idea about it, because your way of thinking is different, your friend way of thinking is different. So you can able to get different solution from different peoples. That will improve everything in your day by day. Okay, that common mistakes I will tell about the common mistakes majorly that beginners face this mistake. Beginners done this mistake. I saw many people's. What is skipping basics? People are eager to learn, but they are not doing that basics very strong. They are trying to rush the things to complete within 1 month, complete within 2 months. No, don't go at all like that. If you are a beginner, you should be give a time to learn things. It will take time. It depends on individuals. One of your friend will learn 1 month, one of your friend will learn by that concept by within 1 week. So everyone strategy, everyone uh, learning capability will be different. So you don't compare with your friends. Your capability is different as compared to your friend's capability. So if you are reading 3 times, it will be comfortable for you. If your friend read 1 times, it will be comfortable for them. Okay, so what I'm telling from this is, don't compare yourself with your friends. You should be strong with basics. Don't skip with basics. Don't rush with basics. That's all very important. If you are strong enough in basics, you can easily adapt that advanced and hard concept. That will not be very tough for you if you are good at basics means. Okay, solving too many random problems. While people starting problem solving during the DSA learning time, they solving random problems in lead code or random problems in geeks for something platform cells. Don't go with random flow. Just follow with Striver's SD sheet. If it is available in internet also. If you want, I will share in upcoming chats or something else. Uh, don't blindly go with random problems. Go with either structured plan with striver sheet will be there. Nowadays they prepare, many people are preparing their own sheet. So according to me, that best source is striver's SD sheet or else A to Z sheet will be there. There are around 400 problems in A to Z and 191 problems in SDE sheet. If you are in college first year or second year or third year, you should follow with that A to Z sheet. If you are final year, you are right now having any interview preparations or like that, go with that SDE sheet. It will be very useful for you for interview preparation. Okay, these and all, they structured the questions according to the patterns. Initial days you can't able to recognize the patterns in the DSA, because DSA is something else. You should be following the patterns. Once you solve that 100 to 150 problems, then only you can realize the patterns between that problems. Patterns in the sense that is not a different thing. You can able to relate the questions with what you learned before, because there is a relationship between the questions. That is called it as patterns. Once you know, for example, I will tell that one pattern in arrays. People think arrays will be a very common thing to learn or solve the problems. That is not in arrays. There is only not array concept. There will be in many patterns in that array topic. Okay. For example, in arrays there will be a two pointer approach will be there, sliding window, and fast and slow pointer will be there. So these all are patterns or tricks or tips to solve that questions, strategies to solve the questions. So if you are master with these patterns, you can able to solve any question within the time bound. That was the main reason, because once you recognize the what the question belongs to, you can able to grasp the thing and you can able to apply your strategy to solve those problems. That was a major thing I followed, that I can able to easily understand what that question belongs to and how that question belongs to that pattern and all. I related the things with that pattern. So you can able to understand or you can able to think the solution very easy manner. This was my strategy I followed during that coding interviews and all. And also some peoples are done copy pasting without understanding that one all. You don't go with the number of questions, you go with the quality of questions. That will be the matter. People think if you are solved with 1,000 problems, you can able to crack interview. That is not a useless thing. That is people think about, if you are solved a 1,000 problem, you are a coder, like that they are thinking. Not like that. If you are solved with 150 problem with clear understanding, with recognizing pattern, you can able to crack any interview as like as Google, Microsoft, or like that. Because you understanding is a major key. Apart from, don't compare with the quantity, you should focus on quality of questions needed to solve to crack or master the DSA. That's it, major thing. People are thinking these are the major mistakes. What are the during that freshers they are doing this thing. They focus only on counting of questions. So don't go beyond with the counting. Go with that quantity of question and understanding of the question. That's a major thing. People are copy pasting that question without understanding. That is useless thing. You are doing that, and some peoples are doing that, avoiding hot topics like DP or graphs. That is not good thing and all, because some companies they will asking questions from the DP or graphs. So if you are in you are will be a, you need to be crack an interview, you should be know that concept at least intermediate level in that topic. So don't avoid the topics, hot topics like DP or graphs once you're comfortable with the questions. And again you think people solving that one another common mistake was they are solving 10 days consistently, then again they gap with 15 days, and then again they restarted questions with 15 days. Once you disconnected that thing daily solving the problems, if you are not be a consistent, it will be very difficult as you going forward, because DSA is while your brain will be tuning that thinking adoption. So if you are a break with the progress, it will be very difficult to go it is very difficult to understand the future concepts. Understanding or solving the problems, it will be make you delay or make you struggle during that time. For example, it will be like a gym. If for example, if you are going with gym consistently, you can feel that difference in your body or difference in your structure or something else. But if you are skipping a gym for those days, you will lost your muscles gain or something else. So like that it will be coding is also. If you are be a consistent, you can able to feel that good difference in you or your capability or your thinking ability. If you are not consistent, you will not feel that good thing and all. Okay, how the DSA helps beyond that interviews. Why that DSA will be very helpful for interviews and all. They while they conducting an interviews, improves the logic for development. In after going to that company or after entering the company, the DSA is not blindly or roughly they will provide you to code the things. You should follow that front end, back end, game development, app development like that. So DSA is not directly impact in the those apps or those software applications. It will be working on that back end. You once you get into that software field or any industry, you can get to know that how that backends or how the DSA will impact your softwares or your projects in that. So that will be very important. It will be builds a logic for development. That's what the DSA improves. And competitive programmings, in that they will conduct on many coding events, hackathons like that. If you are good enough to participate in that, you can able to get an internship or full-time offer through those things. By using DSA you can able to do that also. And preparing for coding rounds, and sometimes it will be advanced version of DSA will be an system design. That will be also sometimes in the interviews they are testing that system design as well. If you are good enough in DSA, you can able to easily understand the system design concepts, and as well as very easy to crack and coding rounds and coding interviews as well. After that, one of my I will tell one good thing to you. I will tell that one of my experience with my junior. I talked to them 6 months before. He solved at those times. He's blindly without any knowing knowledge of DSA or something else. He only know the coding of Java, basic things and all. He started preparing consistently with those time. With he solved 300 questions in 4 months, and he cracked an internship in some company with a good package. It's more than around a 10 lakhs plus package. What I am telling from this story in the sense, there is no time perfect time for you to start or doing these things. Whenever you plan to crack an interview, if you are a second year or third year or final year, you want to improve or you want to be go with that crack any companies or like that, there is no time bound for you. You should start and be consistent. You can able to crack within your time limit. You set the time limit and you should work You can able to achieve that whatever you may be. You are not good enough in coding, or you are not about good enough in logical thinking or something else. Don't go beyond lightly with that, because people thinks about I am very low because I don't know how to think that and all. It will be go coding is about a progression, not a perfection. This is what I mentioned, because while you are progressing things, you can able to get to know that what you have done with the mistakes previously, and how you correct those mistakes with that in upcoming days. This was major thing. He cracked that interview by using only DSA knowledge and his own projects. He learned that much consistent in those 4 months. So what I'm telling to you from this story, in the sense, if you are be a consistent and you try to solve one or two problems a day, you can able to crack, you can able to achieve. So you don't feel lost in your career. That's what I'm telling about this. You can able to crack at any time. You people complaining about that time bounds and all, because they are following the 9 to 4 academic classes and all. There is traveling, many things will be there. You should be specific with your time. That's what major reason. And that okay, I will share my screen. I will share my coding profile to you. Then it will be very useful, and how I will plan that also, I will share my Notion calendar as well. You can able to see how I was coding in those days. You can able to see my screen, I think. I hope you can able to see. I go with my lead code profile. Jyoti, can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
able to?
yeah. It's visible. It's visible.
Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this was my platform. I started this during 2021. I logged in during my first year of my college. Those days I didn't know about much about that DSA and all. At the time, in September, I solved one question. But in those question, I can't able to believe I spent more than 2 hours, I think. After that, I get to know about the solution by YouTube, and then I solved and ran away, because lead code is not for me. It is for expert and all. I think that because I am not capable to do those things and all. After that, I will bring one gap with October, and again I tried. I learned something in between these 2 months, and after I started solving in November. And November also I done one question. I can't able to solve, because I'm not much aware about that concepts and all, and I can't able to know that each and every concept they used in those questions. After, because I am picked with random question, so what I didn't done that, so I done that mistake. So again, I get to know about that. I done with those things, so I need to rectify that error. By my seniors are advised me those days. So you don't go with blindly with a random problem. Go with any flow or any sheet. That will help me a lot. After that November also I solved two questions, and after I ran away, because at the time I feel very demotivated while solving those problems. Again 2022. At those days I didn't solve problem, but I consistently learning the DSA each and every day. I constantly learn the questions and all, and I have practiced some in hacker rank, something like that during these days. After that, in October, November, and December, I can able to solve the problems in easy level questions. So okay, then I get to know I can able to solve by progressing things in DSA. Then after 2023, this was my third year of my college. So I during those days I am very consistent be in the solving DSA problems. After that, I will be very comfortable after solving these many problems in those years. I can in 2024 I will be very confident with the DSA. I can able to crack many interviews also in off campus, on campus. Many interviews I cracked during these things and all. These what I learned from that consistency. So if you why I'm showing this now, you will it will be get motivated to you. Someone feel very lost. I am not able to do that questions and all like that. See, in 2021 I am also in your stage only. I am not able to solve any questions. See my profile as 2023. I never give up. This was the main thing, main motto I will share you. Never give up. This was the main thing for DSA. Many people quit due to that hard difficulties and time management are like that. So you don't go beyond like that. During those time, I am also feeling very lost because I am not feeling very consistent with that. So what I plan that I plan on calendar for me to do that one thing. I will track each and every status of a day for me to analyze how I grow or improve like that. This was my Notion calendar. I am using for those days. I am planning for these days. How should I improve and all like that. In August 2024, there will be an drive, and also that is in day 5 of my JavaScript learning like that. Like that I am tracking each and every data. I am tracking that. I'm before that I'm planning today what shall I do to do the things and all like that. Lead code problem of the day I solve like that. I am planning each and every concept or every day in very structured manner. This how I can able to manage my timings and all. So if you are stuck with your consistency or motivation, do these things like this. It will really very helpful for me. So what I'm sharing that for you and all. These and all I planned that. I think so it will be very helpful for you to do this, to maintain your consistency or timing like that. That's what I am telling those things. If you have any questions or queries, please share me. I will able to answer those questions as of now. That's what. That's it. You be a consistent. You follow the flow. You can able to master the DSA. This what my strategy.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yashwant, we have couple of questions in the live
yeah, yeah,
chat. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm happy to answer those questions. MNC today, or is the scope of DSA shrinking due to focus on dev skills and AI tools? No, no, no. If in nowadays AI is also booming that, but DSA is an initial criteria for each and every company to enter or something else to they focus on your logical capability. They didn't focus on how to do the development and all, which language you are familiar with that like that. Do they don't judge your languages and your knowledge in particular language. They only focus on your thinking and logical capability of the company. That was a major thing. DSA is guaranteed to get a job at product based company. I will damn sure that MNC is such a different from that product based company, because MNC is nowadays they will focus on communication skills. They focus on logical capability, problem solving, and various things. They will be major focus on. But in product based companies, it initial criteria is DSA. DSA is a key to success in product based company. That's what I am telling that. AI tools also emerging, but completely not. AI tools will be replace your DSA skills and all like that. What is the major difference in DSA preparation for product-based companies like Google versus service-based companies? Infos. Yeah, yeah. These were very good question actually. In product-based companies, they get to know about that advanced concepts of DSA and all. They only focus on logical capability of and each and every concept in that. In service-based company, they only focus on basic DSA questions like arrays and strings. Arrays, strings, trees, or basic concepts will be focused for service-based company. If you are want to crack product-based company, you should focus for advanced concept like trees, graphs, DP, like that. So it was a major difference. Service-based companies not only focus on your logical thing, they focus on your communication skills, presentation skills, soft skills, or everything else. But product-based companies, they only focus on your logical capability and your development skills as well. That was major difference between the service based and product based preparation. Okay, currently I am preparing for college exams, learning development, and also focusing on DSA. It is getting hard to manage all. It would be advised to stay balanced and consistent. Okay, that's what I am telling, that you should be bound with your timings and all. That was very important actually. For me also, initial days it will be like that only. I can't able to manage because assignments, final year projects, paper presentations, like that. I need to be, I am blind with those times. I am not good at communication, I'm not good at coding, and everything I need to focus on same time. So what I'm thinking, telling that now, you should be bound with the times. You should, then you will be feel motivated and also consistent. You didn't waste, you can feel your difference by way before time bounding and after time bounding. So my advice is you should be time bounded with each and everything. That will be very helpful for managing times and all in during that college or working hours. How many times we should solve a same question with the different approaches? Okay, this is very good question. If you once you comfortable with those solution in initial days, you just go through other solutions. Somebody in lead code, they provided many solutions. Many people share their solutions also. First, once you comfortable with your own solution, just go through that. There it will be very helpful for in future problems as well. So what, there is no timings and time limits and all. Once in a week or once in a month you should revisit those problems. If you are comfortable, then it's okay, then you go with that, proceed with that other problems and all. Because sometimes the common things and all in human brain, they forget if you are not going through with that several days. If you are learn something, you not going with those flow, you will forget. That was everyone's human nature. So once you go through those in repeatedly, you can get to know, or you can your brain automatically store those things frequently. That what I'm telling that. I'm not getting when to use inbuilt methods and when to not, like sort, reverse, or methods. Yeah, this was one major thing. That what for me, I will share one my personal thing. In during my college days, people are blindly focused on Python. For me, I am learning with C. Then after I shift with Java, while I'm going Python, I feel very I'm not feeling comfortable with Python, because in Python every method will be an inbuilt. You should, in DSA, in as compared to development or machine learning, AI, something else, that will Python is very good actually. But in compared to DSA, some companies are not allowing Python to code in coding rounds, because everything is inbuilt. You can able to know that reverse method will reverse, but you didn't know how that reverse method work internally. So for my personal suggestion, you should, if you are starting, if you are now starting with the DSA, go with either C++ or Java. That was major thing. People, I know many people know the sorting and all, but in sort method, how that internally sorting is working, many people didn't know about that. So you need to debug the code, you can get to know how that reverse method work internally. So what, yeah, okay. Next question. Anything else? I learned full stack but do not know DSA. Can I get a job without DSA? Yeah, it possible. If you learn full stack without knowing DSA, it will possible for getting job at startups. Startup companies are mostly focusing on development skill rather than DSA. They will also asking questions in coding. That is a very basic level. If you want to crack tech giants, Google, Amazon, or product based companies, that DSA is mandatory as compared to development. So if you are full stack developer, if you are knowing about the DSA, just it will be take 3 to 4 months of consistent hard work. You can get to know about DSA and you can able to crack product based companies also. So if you are right now in that worst situation, you right now you need a job or something else. So you try to approach the startup companies. They will provide minimum DSA to get a. If you are good in development, they will offer you a job in startup companies. Then I'm not, I'm using Java. Yeah, that's good, Hari. That was very nice actually. Whenever I'm not able to solve the problem, I feel very demotivated. How to overcome this? Can you share me your experiences? Okay. I also feel those times I can't able to, if I can't able to solve the problem, I ran away from that, and I will feel very demotivated. I am not. Sometimes I very frustrated. Sometimes I also crying too, because everything you should. Why I can't? People are doing that, but why I can't? That self question will be asking me, that hit me hardly. Then after, once I am not able to solve the problem, I just leave it, and after I give some time to that. Then after I blindly didn't think about it. After come back 1 or 2 hours, and just I sit and read my question carefully. Then after I try to solve. If I can't able to solve, then also I will go with YouTube and learn that solution, how it will work and how the question working for that particular solution. So I get to know about from YouTube, and then I will solve that question. Then later 1 or 2 weeks I will come back to the same question. Then I test myself, I can able to solve or not. That what I improved, and I will get out from the demotivation. Yeah, it's true. Many companies are not allowing Python and DSA round. Please confirm, Ishwant. Yes, obviously. I also face those scenarios in my college interview, on campus and off campus interviews as well. Yeah, it's true only. How can I find the real or meaningful projects related to DSA? I see a lot of practice platform, but I want to build something practical. Okay. In YouTube, there many people are sharing about that projects and all. Don't do projects with the DSA, because DSA is if you are in college, DSA is a separate thing as compared to projects. You do with projects in separate, in full stack, front end, back end, AI, ML, or like that. DSA is used for problem solving. These what you should segregate it with these things and should focus on. That what I am telling that. What's matter now this AI world? No, in AI world also you should adapt with AI. That was definite thing. You should go apart from anything. Once you enter into that industry, you should get to know about that, how to implement AI with your work. Then you can able to get to know. If you are doing any project with full stack, try to implement any bot or something AI related things in your project. That will make a major impact as of now. um, Compared to DSA is mandatory, that we can't able to negligible that thing. Interviews and all, they if you are in AI world or ML world, anything, the DSA is mandatory for eligibility, or final first criteria to crack the DSA round. Then after, you should go with that projects and all. You can do that projects with integration of AI. That was very good thing.
That was it, Yashwant. I think we have covered all the questions.
Okay, thank you, Jyoti.
Can
That's
you
and all.
Mozi?
I hope they all are clear with those things
Yeah,
and all.
yeah. Kenny Mozi, who has asked question, he passed on the thank you, Yashwant, for clarifying queries he
Yeah,
posted.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
thank you so much, Kanimoli.
so
I
yeah, that
hope
was
this
the,
session is very helpful for those confused peoples and all like that, to how to master DSA like that. Thanks, Harry. That's it.
yo. So that's also bang on energy. Kudos to you to structure it very well. It was really helpful, and I just really love that Notion calendar.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah. It will
so.
make everyone productive. Before I using that, it was very. Go with that flow. After using that Notion calendar, I will stick with my timings, and once I get to the green tick, I will feel motivated. I can able to push tomorrow like that.
Yeah, that was the thing about this generation. Yeah, we are catch up with this interesting tools that make us more productive. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
uh, we have got one last question. You want to cover that?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. What goals should DSAs starters keep? Things to achieve within 1 week of learning versus 1 month and so forth. No, no. It everything is DSA. You are learning with that. Everything depends upon individuals. There is no time bound for that. Some people it will take 4 months. Some people it will take 6 months. Some people will 8 months. How much time you spending with those things? You can get to how faster you can be. That will be major thing. I mentioned that question. Yeah, Jyoti. I hope that I answered those questions.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That was a really engaging in session, and I hope you also really enjoyed it. So
Yeah, yeah, sure.
we should wrap it up. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, thank you so much for the entire team, on the behalf of entire team of GirlScript Foundation, and thank you for taking out the time and sharing such genuine practical tips, that we can conclude this as a zero to hero story of Yeshwant.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
yeah. So how honestly you recognize that, I was also a very kind of noob when I started. Then I, gradually kept up.
yeah.
So thanks for adding on that. And it will really motivate anyone who could want to, even if they are beginner, or even also if they are, very well versed with the DSA. So we as a System Foundation team always appreciate these efforts. So yeah, thank you for joining it.
Thank
Anything you
you.
want to add, or just, to say to your juniors? So please go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm telling from is don't focus on quantity, just focus on quality. That was major thing, and stay consistent, stay motivated. You will feel the difference between before that and after that. So this was my major thing. So it will very helpful for you. I think I shared everything what I think in my mind. So if you have any queries in personally, you need to ask me. Just text me on LinkedIn. I will answer your queries as well. That's I will help you to improve your skills or something else. That's what from my side, Jyoti. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
inviting me.
Yashwant. Please follow Yashwant on LinkedIn. Yeah, he'll guide you more. Yeah, thank you. You
Thank
can
you,
drop.
Jyoti.
Thank you, Yashwant.
Thank you so much.